So our marketing strategy till now has completely been organic. हमने एक रुपया नहीं लगाया on any ad or anything. So our whole क्या कहते हैं हमारी approach वो यही थी कि we saw brands like Crumble doing really well with organic marketing. So what we thought of was हमारा एक basically mission driven business ही है. We have an emotional touch to it, emotional factor. So why not use that and also use some light-hearted brain arts kind of stuff that works with our age, our generation. We use that and we use an emotional touch जो हमारा एक है. And using both of those, combining both of those in marketing, that has been really successful for us, which has provided a lot of reach. And yeah, and it's inshallah gonna be bringing in more. Let's see.
So, hi guys, this is Ayman, and welcome back to another episode of Mindful Marketing. And today we have the very young Aawaiz and Umer with us, who are the owners of Paltu.pk, which is Pakistan's first ever pet adoption platform. And today we have a very interesting topic to talk about, that is how these two boys got the idea of such a big vision driven business, being Gen Z founders. So, all over to you, Aawaiz and Umer. Can you tell me, where did you actually get this idea from?
Okay, so there was basically two sources of ideas. So we have this friend in our group. Her name's Rida. So she's basically a active adopter. बहुत ज़्यादा, like any rescue pet, any cat, she just adopted, like any stray cat, and like it came to our minds कि like ऐसे बहुत लोग होंगे जो like they qualify to be a rescue shelter, but वो in the end they're not a rescue shelter, but like they actively adopt in this sense. So like why not decrease their burden and like उनकी मदद करें and make helping them like put their pets up for adoption. और दूसरा जो था basically Omar can carry on and he will let you know like what his
Yep,
story
yep.
was.
Okay, so second one was basically my story. So I wanted to adopt a cat back when I was doing my A-levels. मगर when I went out to the marketplace मुझे पता चला कि there were two main sources. एक तो Facebook था और एक OLX. तो इनमें दोनों में one of the major problem was कि तो transparency भी नहीं थी. दूसरा they were buying and selling pets which is kind of haram and illegal as well. So I think that specific thing kind of bugged me a lot कि मुझे सिर्फ एक पेट को अडॉप्ट करने के लिए आई हैव टू गो थ्रू दीज मार्केट प्लेसेस विच आरंट रेगुलेटेड विच हैव नो ट्रांसपेरेंसी और इनकी बहुत स्केची लिस्टिंग्स होती थी themselves. So one of the main reasons was to fight against this black mafia type of thingy which was created on these platforms, and the other reason was obviously one of our friends wanted to get a platform like this.
That's nice.
Yeah.
So just like you said, you both explained that there are two platforms, Facebook and OLX. But what other gaps do you
Yes.
see in the pet care market as well? Because now you can see that online there's a lot
Mm.
of pet cafes as well. So every other
Yeah.
person, they want to have a pet business, whether it be adoption or pet cafe. So
Yeah.
what gaps do you think,
Yeah.
especially in Pakistan, are there for pet
Yeah.
care?
The main gap जो मैं कहूँगा वो ये है कि there's a trust factor जो जैसे उमर ने भी बोला. The main place where this thing happens वो Facebook है, right?
Yeah.
Facebook और मैं आपको बताऊँ WhatsApp groups and everything. The main thing is trust issues, right? And we sort of solve those by basically connecting the two homes जहाँ से वो adopt हो रहा है और जहाँ पे वो adopt होके जा रहा है. We basically connect that and using our brand name, we basically create this trust factor because we also like are pretty trustable people, I think, I guess. So like, so हम यही factor use करते हैं and we basically diminish that trust factor का जो issue होता है. एक तो वो, बाकी the issues with rescue shelters is that they have a lot of social media presence, they have a lot of followers and everything. ये सब है, but their visibility in the city के मतलब वो कोई बंदा आके उनसे उठाए और वो एक distance का जो factor आ जाता है and them being in remote areas like Maiman Boat and everything, that issue we tackle that by providing deliveries and everything. So that is also another market gap that we're filling.
That's
But
that's
our
really
Yeah.
main
go
sorry,
on.
sorry, I'm sorry to interrupt. But our main mission and vision has always been to provide a safe and dedicated space ताकि तो ये माफिया वाला element जो है ना, this gets eliminated, and we provide as a brand services या like adoption platform ये कर रहे हैं just to provide an easier route for them ताकि जो adoption है ना of a pet, that becomes easy rather than it becoming much harder for them.
That's amazing. So right now you talked about trust, Umar. So how do you actually create trust? Because again, you're very young and it's very difficult to actually create trust when it comes to pets and animals specifically, because we hear a lot of things online, things happening to pets and animals online. So how did you actually bring that trust factor for your audience?
Okay, so one of the main things that we have on our platform is अगर आप चाहते हैं जैसे you list a pet, ठीक है, तो you fill out every information about that pet कि ये इतने साल का है, this pet needs this care, in इस environment में it should grow, it should have a comfortable environment, and then for example if you are an adoptee, you'll come here to our platform, you'll fill out an application as pet के against, and then the person who has listed the pet, they can see कि कौन सी applications आई हैं and they can pick themselves the right person which they think is the most deserving for the pet, that they can cater to their needs, उनकी comfort वगैरह and everything. So this is the main element that we offer: trust and transparency.
That's great. So I want to talk a little about marketing. How do you guys market your business
Mm.
online, and how do you actually use that to create trustability for your audience?
So our marketing strategy till now has completely been organic. हमने एक रुपया नहीं लगाया on any ad or anything. So our whole क्या कहते हैं हमारी approach वो यही थी कि we saw brands like Crumble doing really well with organic marketing. तो what we thought of was हमारा एक basically mission driven business ही है. We have an emotional touch to it, emotional factor. So why not use that and also use some light-hearted brain arts kind of stuff that works with our age, our generation. So we use that and we use an emotional touch जो हमारा एक है. And using both of those, combining both of those in marketing, that has been really successful for us, which has provided a lot of reach. And yeah, and it's inshallah gonna be bringing in more. Let's see.
Okay. So are you guys like doing any type of on-site events as well? Because I've seen your marketing online and the reels and they
Mm.
are very good. But are you guys doing some on-site events or do you plan to do that as well?
We have done three basically right now. Well, four, I think. We have gone to IBA, we have gone to Habib, we
Nice.
have gone to Fast Nooses as well. So what we do here, we go, we have small pop-ups. हम लोग वहाँ पे जाते हैं, we introduce Paltu, what it is, what services that we offer, and then जैसे very recently we had a IBA one, we collab with them. So उधर we basically went with 4 to 5 kittens and got people to adopt those kittens. So that was really lovely, and inshallah future may we'll have more events like these where people can come to the event and just adopt these kittens like on site.
That's great. So like do you guys think that, posting content on social media is better or, having to meet your audience physically is better, especially in this
I
year and
mean,
time?
yeah, so हमने जो भी pop-ups किए and everything, those have been in universities, हमारी ही age के होते हैं, and those that is basically our target audience. But uh, being realistic, physically हम कितना ही कर सकते हैं, there would be a footfall of like 1K 2K, but marketing जो आज that makes sense वो यही है कि हम online करें
Yeah.
because there's a whole factor हमारा जो हमारे dashboards, if you can have a look at those, our reach goes to 80K 90K बहुत मतलब
Nice.
easily. अब वो अगर हम क्या कहते हैं compare करें to universities, it's pretty much lesser, but हमारा जो mission फैलाना है वो यही है कि हम university students को भी फैलाएं. So I mean both work in different ways. हम क्या कहते हैं if we go to universities हम walk in adoptions promote करें like Umar said, we do pet shows and everything. हम दिखाते हैं कि like कैसे हम ethically we have to treat pets, ethical adoption promote करते हैं. But online हमारा एक दूसरा factor है, we promote our bazaar and we do all of those things as well. So I mean there's like a difference in both, but online works way better, I feel like.
That's true. I agree with that. So a lot of
Yeah.
people think that, for marketing, you should have a marketing degree. But as far as I know, you guys are in tech. So do you
Yeah.
think that marketing requires a marketing degree because you guys are doing very good on social media? So what are your views on that?
So I don't think you need to be really like field specific to do something in the other field. For example, we are very tech related. हमारे खुद के हॉबीज भी हैं, हमारे खुद के इंटरेस्ट भी हैं. तो आई फील लाइक दोज रियली अलाइन वेल विद द मार्केटिंग एज वेल, बिकॉज वी आर रियली एक्टिव ऑन सोशल मीडिया. 24/7 ही चल रहा होता है, तो वी नो व्हाट to cater for the audience basically, and how to market ourselves, how to plan our product, ताकि जो बंदा है on the receiving end, the consumer, they feel fulfillment on their end.
That's nice. That's nice. So which one of you actually have pets? Do you both have pets or just one of you? You have
I
pets.
Yeah,
I
I
do, I
do.
do, yeah. Yep, I do.
Okay. So, like, for marketeers or for people like you who are actually owners of Paltu.pk, you should know a lot about animals. So, do you both know about animals? Have you like studied the market completely? Because that's a very important point if you want to market your product.
Yeah.
Yep. So we both know, जैसे for example me, I own a pet, तो I know कि मुझे कौन कौन सी problems आई थी initially when I was going out to adopt a pet, and even when now, like right now, मुझे कौन कौन सी मसला आते हैं. For example, when I was searching for a vet initially, जब मेरी cat से कोई थी, तो I couldn't find any immediately. तो मुझे गूगल पे जाना पड़ा, मुझे मैप्स पे ढूंढना पड़ा. I had to go to Facebook के ग्रुप्स वगैरह to find a trustable vet. अब पालतू के अंदर वी हैव मेड श्योर कि वी हैव दोज वेट्स जिनकी रेटिंग्स भी हैं, जिनके ऊपर रिव्यूज भी हैं. पीपल कैन कम टू पालतू, ये देख सकते हैं कि अच्छा ये वेट है, ये इधर लोकेटेड है. तो वो सारा प्रोसेस इट गेट्स स्ट्रीमलाइंड, एंड ऑल ऑफ दीज थिंग्स यू कैन ओनली टैकल व्हेन यू नो the problems yourself firsthand. And we have done our research on this market, and we are still tweaking it as we go. And inshallah, we'll keep on mixing and matching, seeing what works, what doesn't work. So that's the way I do.
That's amazing. So, Wes, like Omar said, he already has a pet. So he's actually a first
Yeah.
user, but you are not a first time user. So how did you
No,
get to
no.
know about animals?
I mean, it just came along the road. शुरू से मुझे शौक था, बिल्कुल था, बट आई क्या कहते हैं, इतना नहीं था. बट along the road, you just develop love for animals and love for pets. And now, if you look at me and if you compare me to myself like 2 years ago, there's a huge and drastic difference. And right now, if I could, I would have kept like 5 to 6 cats aram se ghar pe, masla nahi hai, but like my mom doesn't let me. But yeah, if I could, I would. Yeah.
That's amazing. So I want to know that, you guys could have got so many ideas, especially when you're in tech and now it's the age of AI. But
Yeah.
in the age of AI and
Yeah.
tech, you guys thought to bring such a cute business idea. So
Mm.
what actually motivated you both towards this idea specifically?
I mean, everyone these days, I would like, no offense to everyone, but हर कोई AI, B2B, SaaS, पता नहीं अब कहाँ कहाँ, like, everyone's like making stuff like that. But like my vision, Umer's vision, शुरू से हमारा ये था कि like we do something that's better for the society. हम लोग किसी भी चीज की like मदद कर सकें, basically like make a business out of it as well, जो along the road बन गया. But like our whole mission was to like do something good for society and like क्या कहते हैं, in the end like I know like like do something better for
Like
like anything
adding
like
on to what he's saying, basically we wanted to give back to the community एक तरीके से, कि
yeah.
हम लोग किसी तरीके से कुछ ना कुछ give back करें, right? Because I feel like a lot of people in our society, they don't find the time or the need या कुछ भी in their daily lives to give back. So we wanted to make it easier for them and us as well to make a business which is sustainable, where you can get to give back to the community as much as you can.
That's a very nice vision. So where do you actually see Paltu.pk in the coming years? Do you plan to expand your team or something like that, or you want to, send it abroad as well? What are your ideas for that?
So yeah, अभी we're operating in Karachi only. हमारा जो delivery system है, that's been operating in Karachi for like around, I don't know, 6 7 months. But let's say in 5 to 10 years, what we would like to do is we'd like to expand in other major cities. हम लोग वहाँ पे physical locations खोलें, let people adopt, come like cater walk-in adoptions, stores खोलें because we have Paltu Bazaar right now as well. I mean, there's plenty of stuff we could do from this. Uh, the road is upwards, inshallah. हमारा यही plan है. Umar, if you would like to carry on.
Yeah, I would love to, but I think कि हमारा जो main mission होगा is to build on what we already have, on our foundation, on what we know, what we can do, and how we can impact to the society, right? अब फॉर एग्जाम्पल जैसे आवेज ने एक बहुत बड़ी एग्जाम्पल दी कि एक एरिया या एक सेंटर टाइप खोल सकते हैं फॉर द पेट्स या कैट्स वगैरह जो स्ट्रेज हैं, जहाँ पे आके लोग बेसिकली वहाँ पे छोड़ सकते हैं. वी कैन cater to the cats. So obviously that's something that we want to do down the road, but we want to create more impact by going to more cities as Islamabad, Lahore. We already are there, but we want to make sure that we stamp those cities, right? इसके अलावा इंशाल्लाह पाकिस्तान is our first approach. After that, inshallah abroad as well.
That's amazing. Like I said to you guys before as well, that you guys will now be speaking at Disrupt, inshallah, in the future as well.
Inshallah,
So now I have a
inshallah.
little bit of a controversial question because we're talking about I'm a Gen Z, you guys are Gen Z as well. So a lot of people they think that Gen Zs are non-serious and they cannot be founders, but you both are founders. So
Yeah,
how do you actually
yeah.
cater to that misconception and how are you leading as Gen Zs?
I mean, I mean, by the grace of God, हमें बहुत क्या कहते हैं रिस्पेक्ट मिलती है. हमें बहुत लोग सीरियस लेते हैं, कुछ लोग सीरियस नहीं भी लेते, but the people who do take us serious, we're really grateful for that. And उसी सीरियस लेने की वजह से we got the motivation to work harder. I mean, a couple of months back we weren't like motivated enough, but since we got incubated at NIC Karachi, we went to 92 Disrupt and everything, talked to a lot of investors. इनको idea even like पसंद आता है. So like that thing drives us. We don't listen to people who don't take us serious. We do not care about those opinions at all. हम लोग we just block them out, shut them out, and we just basically listen to people who take us serious. उनकी advice लेते हैं. We build on top of that, and we take feedback like very seriously. If that feedback is good, yeah.
I feel
That
like for us, it's kind of like you have to have actions over words. तो हमारे लिए हमेशा
Yeah.
we have the limit on ourselves कि आप पहले कुछ करके दिखाएं and then they will take you seriously. So with
Yeah.
Paltu, we have ensured कि yep, we are taking those necessary steps ताकि like people around us, people who are looking at us, they take us seriously for our age. I know we are very young for what we are trying to do, मगर inshallah with more seriousness and everything, with more steps that we take, with more actions that we commit, we are gonna nail it.
that's amazing.
Inshallah.
Like we said, Gen Zs are now the future. So how do you guys actually manage this business along with your studies as well?
Hmm. That's a great question. So yeah, I mean, there's a trade-off. There's a trade-off. ऐसा होता है कि you can't just focus on one thing at
Yeah.
like completely. तो हम क्या कहते हैं? We have to sacrifice stuff. अब वो whatever you choose to sacrifice, considering our stuff that's going on, थोड़ा करना पड़ता है, you know. But we're basically trying. We're trying कि हम सही से balance कर पाएं दोनों चीजों को. And it's been great, inshallah. Alhamdulillah.
तो हमारे पास ज्यादातर ये होता है कि we have to manage this business and we have to focus on our studies and we have to focus on other work as well. What we try to do best on our end is to give 100% in जहाँ जहाँ दे सकते हैं. We have this routine. Avis का I can tell is अभी थोड़ा सा exhausted I think. अगर we have this routine, either we give this X amount of time to this and either इतना focus in and then we jump on to our studies. Either इतना focus in and then we jump on to other work. तो we as a team try to balance it out a lot. टीम का सबसे बड़ा फायदा यही है कि when we do business when we do studies. तो उसके अंदर juggling both things get easier when you have great people like Avis surrounding you.
That's nice.
And
Uh,
around that.
that's amazing. So, how do you guys deal with burnout? Because I always ask this in my podcast because everyone is working
Yeah.
24/7, life is going very fast. So, how do you both deal with burnout?
Burnout का जैसे ही उमर ने भी बोला, like having a great team around you who has multiple types of skills. जैसे for example, I'm dealing with the social media stuff and I do all the graphic designing. So first, let's say एक दिन मैं नहीं कर पाया, so like someone else just steps up and they're like मैं कर लूंगा and everything. So having a great team with a really good skill set, a very diverse skill set, that helps a lot. जैसे अभी like मैं सवाल सवाल का जवाब नहीं दे पाया पिछले इसमें, he took over. So like people who take over for you and they're like okay, it's okay, don't worry, I'll take care of it for you, तुम rest करो and everything. That is very helpful because obviously business does not stop, studies do not stop, आपकी personal life भी है, but like having people around you that care and basically try to help, that's amazing. we are really grateful. We have a lot of other people with us, two other co-founders. वो भी हम अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह बहुत help करते हैं and everything. So we're really grateful for that. Yeah.
Yep, yep. Think burnout से related, I think मेरी यही approach है कि we try to ensure कि the people around us are taking our position. अगर कोई ज़्यादा बोलता है कि यार this amount of burden, तो the other guy steps up, जैसे आविद ने बोला. इसके अलावा I think we as a team has इतनी अच्छी chemistry कि we don't like really make people burn out. हमारी team के अंदर we ensure कि हम लोग at all times we are doing मस्ती, तफरी हो रही है, फन हो रहा है. So it ensures कि we stay active throughout the whole business thing, and obviously Paltu as well.
That's great. I think everyone should have a friend like Aawaiz and Umer. So back to the topic, I want to ask you, like in Pakistan, a lot of people are not able to take care of animals, and we are known for animal cruelty, unfortunately. So do you
Yeah,
guys
of course.
plan on bringing education and awareness? Like ACF does that a lot. So do you guys plan that through Paltu.pk you're going to be bringing awareness and education for animal cruelty in the future?
Yep, that's for sure. I think one of our main approaches to this was जब हम लोग जा रहे थे with events like universities जैसे IB Habib, we tried to spread awareness there. अब उधर our main goal was to spread awareness to the people, to let them know कि this platform actually exists. अगर आपके around कुछ हो रहा है cruelty, या even if you see an injured pet, you can come to us. We'll make sure कि it gets right home. We'll make sure कि it gets the right treatment. अब ये चीजें awareness, this comes with time, this comes with positivity, this comes with change, and especially with Gen Z and how we move. I think we move by like having this empathy, which I think other generations have lacked before, especially in Pakistan, with the new generation which is coming. I feel like जो empathy आई है हमारे अंदर, this cannot be matched with other generations, and especially the awareness part. इसके बाद हमारे पास यही है कि we go to universities, we do these drives, we do best through our marketing, and we try to ensure that they are aware of who we are, what we do, what we offer, and how we serve back to the community.
That's very great. So how do you guys think that why do you guys think that animal cruelty is actually there in our country? Because we do not see it normally in other countries. But of course they have better
Hmm.
services, they have better adoption facilities. So why do you think that animal cruelty is there in the first place in Pakistan?
I mean, strays हैं बहुत बहुत जानवर ऐसे होते हैं they're like on the streets and but उनका fault तो है नहीं ना in the end वो तो क्या बेजुबान है and everything. तो हमारी ही जिम्मेदारी है ना कि like we do not uh, let them suffer from animal cruelty or anything. So in the end हमारी जिम्मेदारी है but the people who do that we basically hope कि हमारे आने से या कुछ भी तो like in the end down the road long term बात है but like we spread enough knowledge enough education that ये चीज ना हो but अभी तक it's just a result of not being educated enough I think unfortunately but inshallah उसकी तरफ भी काम होगा. Let's see.
Yeah, I think lack of education and awareness is one of the main reasons. I mean, when I was growing up, तो मैं पहले ही देखता था when I was in the school bus, I was seeing like the donkey rides जो जा रही थी, उनको मार के भगा रहे होते थे, and it had become so normalized in our society के फर्क नहीं पड़ता था लोगों को. उन वो लोग देखते थे, they would just walk by, they would be like हाँ ये तो normal है, this happens in our society. तो वो एक cycle बन गई almost of this cruelty which people are normalized to now. And I feel like in order to break that cycle, we have to push really hard on our infrastructure, our education, our awareness. And obviously, with our platform, we are trying to ensure even the like tiniest kid, मेरी family के like my niece, she knows about my vision and my vision. तो मैं उनको ये बोलता हूँ कि भाई आप एनिमल को, बेजुबान जानवर को सबसे अपमोस्ट केयर के साथ हैंडल करें, ताकि आगे जाके उन्हें कोई नुकसान ना हो, उन्हें कोई चोट ना आए. तो आई थिंक दिस इज वन ऑफ द मेन रीजंस अभी तक यहाँ पे ये साइकिल ब्रेक नहीं हो पा रही है, मगर ऑब्वियसली विद अस वी आर ट्राइंग टू डू दैट.
That's great. I really hope that through Paltu.pk animal cruelty ends in Pakistan, since I'm also a pet owner, a pet lover as well.
Inshallah.
So this brings us at the end of the
Hmm.
podcast, Omer and Awais. So at the end, I just want you guys to give any advice to all of our users, especially Gen Z founders, how they can actually lead a business and anything about pets and animals in specific.
So the one advice I would give is that when we started off, हमारा mission यही था, but every like giving back to the society, working for animals and everything. But what we learned down the road is that you also have to make yourself sustainable. आपको survive करने के लिए you have to make some kind of money out of it, because हमारा शुरू से ये था ही नहीं कि we will make money out of this. It was just like we were just good at heart. But we learned कि survive करने के लिए you have to basically make money out of any aspect of it. जरूरी जबरदस्ती नहीं उठाना, but like सब किसी भी तरह से, you know. So like that's one advice I would give, कि like to survive as a goodwill platform or like an NGO, you have to basically also be able to sustain yourself. Baki, if and Umar has to say anything.
Yeah, so I have one advice, which is to no matter what happens, कोई भी कुछ बोले, don't limit yourself. यहाँ पे
Mm,
approach ये होती है when you start something new, लोगों का opinion on that is very negative. Immediately they're like, आप तो ये करने वाले हो, देखो कितनी problems हैं, इसका ये है. तो yeah, sure problems हैं, but I feel like being consistent and being forceful with your ideas is the way to go. Don't let people limit you no matter what happens, and especially don't let the age factor get to you. वरना हमारे बिजनेस के अंदर, आई मीन विद आवर टीम, वी डोंट लेट इट, लाइक हमारे पास तो नहीं आता, बट आई फील लाइक पीपल अलोंग द वे, स्पेशली आवर एज, दे हैव दिस एज फैक्टर कि नहीं यार हम लोग तो अभी छोटे हैं, वी आर स्टिल young, we don't know if we can do this, we don't know if we can go out there. I feel like this limiting factor you shouldn't take from anyone else. No matter what happens,
mm.
do what makes you happy and prosper.
Yeah,
That's
I would like to
amazing.
add one more thing. तो या तो लाइक हम जब भी अपना आइडिया शुरू से पिच करते आ रहे हैं, आई मीन इट्स नॉट बिन वेरी लॉन्ग, बट जिसको भी पिच किया है, वो अगर थोड़ी हायर जनरेशन से बिलोंग करते हैं, ओल्डर ऑफ एज, तो हमेशा एक सवाल 90% लोग यही बोलते हैं कि इसकी मार्केट है, इसकी मार्केट है, हमेशा यही पूछते हैं. इट्स आपने यही पूछा ना कि लाइक पेट रिलेटेड कुछ भी, तो लाइक इफ एनीवन इज डूइंग समथिंग पेट रिलेटेड, आप किसी को पिच कर रहे हैं और कोई ऐसा सामने से बोले कि लाइक पेट की मार्केट है पाकिस्तान में, तो यू बेसिकली से यस, एंड उस चीज का प्रूफ हम है, तुम्हारी मार्केट है, एंड इट इट एग्जिस्ट. और ये सवाल आपसे पूछेंगे थोड़े मिलेनियल लोग, थोड़े बूमर लोग पूछेंगे, बट आपने उनको साइलेंस करना है, आपने क्या कहते हैं, आपने बोलना है यस है मार्केट, बिकॉज वी आर लिविंग प्रूफ के मार्केट है उस चीज की.
That's some amazing advice. And I personally think that Paltu.pk has an amazing future. You guys are going to go ahead. I'm always going to be there for supporting because I personally also love pets. So of course, never listen to anyone who says that does not have a future. It has a very, very bright future. Anyone who's watching, they should go and follow these guys on Instagram. They're doing amazing. And this brings us at the end of the podcast. Omer and Wes, I hope you guys enjoyed and thank you so much for being there on my show.
I mean, thank
You're
you.
welcome,
Thank
you're
you so
welcome.
much. It
Thank
was
you for the
amazing,
invite.
Naveen. Thank you.